Good morning and welcome to my kitchen. It is that time again. It's time for Christmas recipes. Now today I have got a delicious recipe from the new book. Don't forget you can get these for Christmas presents, signed and delivered. But look, we're doing a chocolate Swiss roll with clementine. Absolutely delicious. What Christmas isn't perfect without a Yule log? And this one is delicious. Okay, so chocolate roulade. Okay, this is dead. Look, if I can make it with him, you can make it. All right. So Thomas, 4 eggs, please, into there. So the idea with a roulade, it's what's called a fatless sponge. Okay, so you don't normally with cakes, it's like equal amounts of sugar, butter, beat them together, add your eggs, fold your flour in, you got a cake mix. With this, it's 4 eggs. Add in your sugar, and then Tom is going to whisk these up till they're really voluminous. That's a good word. Voluminous. No, I can't. Right, okay, so 4 eggs, room temperature. Really important that eggs are room temperature because when you're cold, they're really tight, yeah? Do you imagine if you felt you were cold? It'd be like this, wouldn't you? Whereas if they're at room temperature, you're all chilled out, you're all relaxed, yeah? Ready to become voluminous. Okay, in you go. Whisk in. Okay, whisk until they're doubled in size. Ultimately, the sugar needs to have been dissolved into the eggs. This is where we're creating the air. Okay, right. I've got a little bit of flour here. I've also got some cocoa powder, some icing sugar, and some baking powder. I've got some vanilla that can go in. Turn it up, Tom. And then I'm going to zest some clementines into here while you're busy doing that. So remember, if you've got any questions at all, post them in the comments and below. If they're for me, I will answer them as quickly as possible. If they're for Thomas, I'll have to get him to answer them for you. He's only come on to cook because he wants to promote his YouTube channel.
No, I don't.
Do you not?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so you could easily do, say, a lemon one and change the cream up, put some flavours in there, something like that. You could do a nice coffee one. Do you remember the coffee curd that we used to make? You could put Nutella in it. You see? All sorts, really. Just think of a flavour combination that you love and work it in. What you've got to remember, though, is you don't want to add any fruit flavours that are adding moisture to the cake. So zests from citrus, perfect. But you could add maybe some almond extract into there. You could add orange, lemon, grapefruit, any of those citrus flavours. You just do it vanilla if you wanted to. It's not a problem. So is it getting nice and fluffy, Tom?
I don't know.
So, little tip for you. When you're doing it, if you do that, it's going to get more air into it as well. You see?
Yeah.
But don't do it too high. It needs to lift the mixture up. Yeah? Try that. Like that. That's it. The student becomes the master once again. Yeah? Right, that's enough. So switch it off. Okay, that's it. Press the button. Push that button. There we go. Right, okay, so we've got our egg and sugar mixture now. What we need to do is sieve in our ingredients. So we've got our flour, okay, and then we've got cocoa powder and a little bit of baking powder. Okay, so you're going to sieve that in, sunshine. So lift it up and just tap it, that's it. Oh, there you go. Is that right? Okay. Good. Really important, get your dry ingredients in first before you start stirring. Get it all just in there, ready, and then we will fold it in.
What do we do about the big...
So get your 2 fingers like that and just push it through. There you go. Keep going. Like that. Don't be shy.
I'm never shy.
I know. Right, okay. Do you want to zest some more orange into there for me?
I could get...
No, not yet. So, hold it. What you do is you turn the orange around. So we're trying to take the orange pith. That's where the flavour is. You smell that? The zest is where all the fragrance is. The juice and the fruit is the actual acidity. So, but we're going to use the oranges in a minute. Do you want to do one? Have another go? Okay, so while Tom, if I just move you over there, Tom, you keep doing that. I've got a baking tray with some parchment paper on here. What we're going to do is take our sieve and just dust some icing sugar on here. And that will give us an extra coating to make sure that our parchment paper will come off the sponge really easily. So, if you get the recipe, you'll notice there's 2 measures of icing sugar. Right, so that's ready to go. How are we doing?
I'm not sure.
That's all right, that's fine. That'll do. So give that a tap on the glass, and that'll get all the zest off. That's it, that'll do. Right, now we need to fold. So we're going to, you're right-handed, aren't you? So you hold the spoon there and the bowl there and turn them till they get to there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So in you go.
Like...
So that way, so like this.
Yeah.
And fold them in, yeah? So what you're trying to do is maintain all the air inside the sponge. You don't want to knock all that hard work that we did in there. So just fold it in nice and slowly, Tom. So there's another way to do it as well. You can also do it like this. So you lift it and then put it into the middle, yeah? Like that. But you've got to make sure you don't lose all the air. Otherwise you're going to end up with a very flat sponge. Yeah? You see all that air? Can you see it? Mm. Yeah? So the lightest of touch, spin the bowl like so. Right, and then I want you to pour it straight onto there, Tom. Yeah? Pour that into there. Off you go. So kind of let gravity and let the sponge just take its natural shape. Don't force it, that'll do. Just go pop that to wash. And then with the back of your spoon, just push the sponge towards the edges, yeah? But what you don't want to do is drag in the icing sugar that we've got underneath there. Okay?
Pinching out the bowl.
Hey?
Pinching out the bowl.
Is he? Thomas Sidwell.
When are you going to put Nutella in?
It's going to go in the filling. Right, okay. Okay, right. Okay, preheated oven, 180 degrees. That's going to go in for 12 to 15 minutes till it's fully baked, all right? And then we're going to get on and get the filling ready. So that can go in there. Okay, Tom?
Yeah.
Right. I need your very good whipping skills again. So I've got some cream here. Ready? You're going to whip that. I'll get you the electric whisk. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Right, electric whisk. In you go. Whip that. Off you go. If I just move you over to there a touch, I'm going to show you what to do with the rest of the oranges. Now, we've only used the orange zest in the recipe, okay? We are going to make sure that we use it fully. I'm going to take my oranges, cut them in half, and then we're going to put them into a pan with some sugar and some water. Okay? Keep going, Tom. I'm going to add in some granulated sugar and then a little bit of water, and we're going to bring it up to the boil. Once it's boiled, so just a splash of water, pop that on there. Once that's simmered and boiled for about 10 minutes, what I want you to do is get a stick blender, blend it until it's smooth, pour it through a sieve, and then what you end up with is this lovely liquid. Now, Tom, you have a smell of this. Tell me what it smells of.
I don't know.
You don't know? Got a taste?
No.
Have a taste.
It's nice.
Yeah, oranges. All it is that blended up. So we've just blended the oranges, we've cooked them till they're soft. They'll blend, force them through a sieve, and that's it, you're done. And then all we're going to do is add some into our filling. And you've got the most incredible, intense, fresh orange flavour. Right, are you going to go and get your Nutella?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were. Thomas is going to add a little Nutella into this. You don't have to. Can if you want. It's entirely up to you. The fact that I've got him to stand still in the kitchen and concentrate on one thing for 5 minutes, it's worth putting the Nutella in.
What flavours could you do?
So, you could, I mean, obviously we've gone chocolate and orange. It feels quite Christmassy and festive, and clementines. You could just do chocolate. You could maybe add a little bit of cherry liqueur. Passion fruit and chocolate works well. Raspberry, and you could add a bit of raspberry jam into here, a little bit of white chocolate, dark chocolate, whatever you fancy, really. Okay, so Tom, we're going chocolate, Nutella, and clement. Hey! Right, you stir that in.
I slipped when I came over.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. That's why I told you to put shoes on. Right, try and stir that in a little bit. So just add in that bit of Nutella. I mean, it's chocolate and orange. It'll be delicious. Give it a good swirl in. Once our cake is cooked, I'm going to show you how to roll it. You then leave it to cool, which I'll show you how it's done. And then we will fill it with our clementine and Nutella filling. Our roulade has been in the oven for about 12 minutes. So let me just carefully bring it out. Time is of the essence. So you can see how it's cooked. You just press and it springs back.
Smells nice.
Okay, well, it's chocolate, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ticks your box, isn't it?
Yeah.
So lift it and we're going to roll it up. It's really important that you roll it when it's warm. Okay, so let's turn that over. And then carefully lift the tray off, which is easier said than done. There we go. Right. Okay, Tom, you ready? Need your help here. So what we're going to do is peel the paper towards us, okay? Now a little tip is if you just peel it in strips like that, there's less chance of you tearing the sponge, yeah? You do that? Go on then. You go that side, and I'll do this side. So a little strip, like that. And the moisture of the sponge as well allows it to just peel away. Less chance of tearing the sponge. Top tip there for you, Emily.
No.
Top tip. Well done, sunshine. Right, now we roll it while it's warm because it's at its most flexible. Okay. Oh, we did it this way, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, I know, nearly fluffed the whole thing. We'd have to do it all again. Right, so I'm going to roll this up, Tom. So, first bit is always the hardest. Need to get my head out of the way. And then just lift. You see what's happening, Tom?
Yeah.
Rolling up.
Yeah.
Rolls itself up. So there we go. Now, wrap it. Like so. Go put that outside where it's cool.
Outside?
Yeah, because it's cooler out there. But don't put it on the floor.
Okay.
You have to be very specific with an 11-year-old. It's really important that you leave the sponge to cool for at least 30 minutes in the fridge somewhere cool. Because if you add cold cream to warm sponge, it's going to be an absolute disaster. All right? So just leave it to cool. And then I will show you one we made earlier. Right, here is one I made earlier because this little one wants to go and play football at the park. So we thought we'd get this one out, have a little taste. I'm going to make the other one up in a minute with your Nutella filling, but let's have a little taste of this. Which camera angle are we going for, Emily?
Good slice, I've got it here.
Yeah? So nice and gentle slice. And there we go. That is the perfect roulade. Chocolate, clementine, Christmas log. Let's have a little taste, Tom. Yeah?
Yeah.
You ready? What do you think?
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. While we taste this, check out how we make the most delicious beer mosa cocktail. Wheat beer, pink grapefruit and Prosecco. It's absolutely delicious. And then after that, we've got the most amazing twist on a mince pie. To make this delicious cocktail, cut your pink grapefruit in half. Fill a glass with ice and a sprig of rosemary from the garden, then squeeze the grapefruit into the glass. Now you want a German wheat beer. Pour that in over the grapefruit and the ice. It's an amazing combination. Finally, top the drink up with Prosecco for that bubbly finish. To make my fruity mince pies topped with pistachio, first take all your dried fruits, add them to a pan. Then take your clementines and zest all that lovely orange pith into the pan, along with a good glug of red wine. Bring it up to the boil so that all the fruit swells up, along with your spices. I've added cinnamon and star anise. While that's cooking away, peel your clementines and cut each segment in half before adding to the dried fruit. Mix it, stir it all together and put it to one side. Now, to make the crumbly topping, take the flour and the butter and rub it together to create a crumble texture. And then chop your pistachio nuts and add to the crumble mixture. Take your fruit and add it to your pastry cases and then top with the pistachio crumble. Bake in a preheated oven 170 degrees until golden and crisp.